let's start with the actual sweater project now. And we are starting at the back piece. So we cast on stitches here at the neckline, and we do increases for the shoulder part to do this tree trunk stripe diagonal here. And this is why this type of construction is called the diagonal shoulder construction or European shoulder construction. And you will hear me throughout the pattern talk about tree trunk stripe and count in stripes. It's these ones. It's much easier than counting in stitches. So let me show you how I do these increases in the back. And before we start doing it on the needles, you can see the piece here. And yes, I changed to another color yarn because it is easier to see it in a lighter color than the one I chose for the gauge swatch. So when you look at it, here you cast on, so this is a knitting direction. You can see that the increases we do on the right side here, they are slanting left, and these ones are slanting right. So when you see it from the right hand side of the project, the slants are going this way, the increases. And when you look at it from the back side, the wrong side, the increases go the other way, this way. So this way and this way. So it's just to get the orientation of what we do before we start, because once when we look at the detail in the specific stitch, it can be hard to see the overview. Yeah, I have cheated a bit, and I have cast on the number of stitches needed for this project, being a size X small. So I'm now about to begin the setup row on the wrong side, where I add in the markers to guide the increases. So in my case, I use a 4.5mm needle to get gauge on the right side and a 4mm on the wrong side. So a size 7 here and 6 on the wrong side. So now I take the smaller size needle to begin the wrong side, and we need 4 purl stitches. And then we place a marker. Oh, I have only 3. So 4 stitches now, place a marker, and then 1 knit stitch and 3 purls. We start the repetitions. 1 knit and 3 purls. 1 knit and 3 purls, and so on it goes. So let's meet up when I have reached almost to the end. Now there are only 4 stitches left on the needle, so I place the second marker here and just do the 4 edge purl stitches. So now I am ready to do the increases on the right hand side, and I will place this one here so we can look at it while doing this. So I knit the first 4 knit stitches, edge stitches, here, and then remove the marker. And as we looked at this one, now we need slants in this direction and in this direction, pointing towards the middle. So a left slanting increase. And I do this by using my right hand needle, go from behind in the strand below, in the row below, place it on the left hand needle and knit it. So now you can see here I have the knit stitch slanting to the left. So I do a purl, 3 knit, a purl and 3 knit, and on it goes. and let's meet at the other end. So now I have done the last purl stitch just before the marker. I leave the marker be on the left hand needle. So now, as you could see, I need an increase slanting to the right towards the middle of the back. So this time again I pull up the strand from the row below and place it on the left hand needle, and then I just lift it up a bit to make room for the needle, and then I knit it in the front leg. So now you can see by this strand it is slanting right. Let me show it to you once again. This time I pick it up from the front, maybe that's easier, and I put it on the left hand needle. I pull it a bit out to make room for the tip, and then knit it in the front leg. Then I slip the marker and knit the remaining 4 edge stitches. So now we have made 2 decreases, one slanting to the left and one slanting to the right. I am now on row 2 and I've just worked the first purl edge stitches and the marker is here. So now I need to increase by a purl stitch slanting to the right, this way. We look at this one. I lift it up so you can see here on the wrong side they are all slanting to the right, and in the other end it's slanting to the left. So what I do is that I take the right hand needle and I pick up the strand from the row below and place it on the left hand needle, and now I purl the front leg, and there you go, it is slanting to the right. And then I purl the increased stitch from the row before, 1 knit and 3 purls, 1 knit, 3 purls, and let's meet up in the left side. Here, so I have just worked the purl increase stitch and reached the marker. So now we need a purl stitch slanting to the left. So I pick up from behind the strand from the row below and place it on the left hand needle. And now I need to purl in the back loop, back in this one. So I pick up the strand like this. I go in from behind here. I hope you can see it. It looks like this from the front. And then I purl in this back leg. Then I move the marker and do the 4 edge stitches like this. So now you can begin to see the left slants here and the right slants here. So I'm ready for row number 3 now, and I do the first 4 edge stitches and slip the marker, and I need to do an increase knit stitch slanting to the left. So I pick up from behind, put it onto the left hand needle and knit it in the back loop. I show it again. I pick up from behind, I place it on the left hand needle. I don't pull the tip out, I keep it in here because then I'm just ready to knit it here. So you see the 3 increased stitches slanting left here. So now I can knit those 2 and the purl and keep knitting to the other side, and we will meet up again at the marker on this row 3. So I'm now at the marker and I need to increase with a knit stitch slanting to the right. So I pick up the strand from the front, place it on the left hand needle and knit it in the front leg. Slip the marker and knit the 4 edge stitches. So now we are ready to do the 4th row, and I will do the first 4 edge stitches here. Then I slip the marker, and now I need a purl, a knit stitch. I've done the 3 purls, so I lift up the strand from the row below, put it onto the left hand needle and knit it in the front leg so that it will be slanting to the right. Then I purl the 3 stitches, 1 knit, 3 purls, 1 knit, 3 purls, and let's meet at the other end. I'm now at the left side and we need a knit stitch slanting to the left. So I pick up the strand from the row below from behind, place it on the left hand needle without pulling out the tip so that I can knit it in the back leg like this. I will show you once again. From behind, I pick up the strand from the row below. I put it on the left hand needle without pulling out the tip of the right hand needle. So now I can knit it in the back leg like this. And slip the marker and do the 4 purl edge stitches. And let's have a look at where we are now. So we did 1 setup row from the wrong side, and now we have done 4 increased rows on the piece, and this makes up 1 extra tree trunk stripe in each side. So we need 4 rows per tree trunk stripe increases. So now we just continue doing the increases on both the right side and the wrong side until we have made the number of increases needed for our size. So once we have done them all, let's look at this one. So once we have done them all and we are at this point, then we meet again and something new happens in the pattern. I have now finalized the back piece and done all the back increases that was called for my size. So I have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tree trunk stripes in each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I can break the yarn so that I'm ready to start with the next section, being adding on the front shoulder pieces. So I just use this very fancy. I love it so much now. And it is just with a gauge necklace here. Yes, ready.